and I am your RYT 200-hour certified yoga instructor. This program is brought to you by Wilkes Recovery Revolution and Hive Fitness Studios in partnership with Yoga with George Ethan. Be sure to check us out on our Facebook pages. Today's practice is all about getting our groove on. We call this class Let's Dance, featuring dancer pose. We've got plenty of awesome stretches here that's going to help stabilize the joints, increase your flexibility and strength, utilizing your breath, building better circulation, all kinds of good stuff here today. But I do advise for your safety that you include or incorporate a couple of blocks and or a chair for stability in your practice today. Again, I want you to make sure that you feel safe in these poses. If there's something that might feel too advanced, ease off a bit. I will provide variations even through dancer pose to make sure that it can be accessible to all parties. With that said, make sure you're comfortable moving in whatever you're wearing and that you have a nice open space around you so you get the most out of your practice. With that said, it's an honor to share this practice with you. I'm really excited and I hope you are. And I'm grateful for you showing up today on your mats for you. So, and if you have any questions or ideas that you want to see in future practices, comment below. Let's go ahead and begin in a nice comfortable seat of your choice. It could be a nice cross-legged seat or easy seat, or it could be with your legs straight forward in staff pose. You can have yourself laying down or sit in a hero posture. But I'm going to sit in a nice cross-legged seat here to begin. Just getting settled, take your time getting here. We want to incorporate our grounding practice like we have in weeks past. It's just taking stock of where our body meets the ground, just settling in. Let's just relax and just notice how we feel in this moment. Let's all take a breath together in through the nose. Breathe in. And sigh it all out. Let go of your day so far. Inhale in, big breath. And exhale, let go of expectations for yourself, expectations for this class. Inhale, inviting lots of love in. And exhale, sharing that love with somebody. Let's be mindful of our bodies today, just how we feel, check in, maybe close your eyes, just take stock of how you feel. A couple more deep breaths here. And you're in a nice comfortable seat. Maybe place your left hand at your heart center, right hand at your navel or right below. Just noticing the air that fills up your body as you breathe in. Deep breath in. Find expansion. Exhale, draw it all in. Draw the navel in, heart in. Empty, empty, empty. Breathe in. Spine nice and tall here. Nice and grounded at the glutes. Exhale it out. Last breath in. Before we begin moving. And let it go. Open your eyes if not so already. And we are going to go ahead with some neck rolls. Think nice and tall. Breathe in. Exhale, draw the chin to chest. Inhale, roll your head to the left. Your left ear reaches towards your left shoulder. Your left elbow reaching down towards the ground. Find a nice stretch in the right side of your neck, your right shoulder. And exhale, roll forward, chin to chest. And through, inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Find a beautiful stretch in the left side this time. And repeat. Exhale, chin to chest. We're moving back to roll left. Take your time here. Use your breath to guide you. Think up and over with your head, reaching your ear to shoulder, reaching your shoulder away from the ear. Exhale, chin to chest, round through, right side. We got one more on each side here. If you want a little more, you can reach your left arm away from your head here, getting an extra stretch. And switch, exhale to the left. Reaching out your right arm if that suits your needs today. Heart's nice and lifted. And exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, head back to center. We're going to do our up and over side body stretches. Inhale, reach the hands up towards the sky, arms parallel. Drop the left hand, think up and over. Exhale to the left. Pulling that right elbow back, pulling the right thumbs back, making sure both of your sitting bones are glued to the mat. Maybe you look up into your palm, breathe here. Exhale, drop the right hand nice and slowly. Lift the left hand up high and over. Pull the left elbow back, pull the left thumb back. Heart lifts. Sitting bones nice and grounded. And exhale, rain it down. Beautiful. Couple twists here to start. We're going to lift both of our hands up once more. Inhale. Exhale, bring your right palm to left knee, left palm behind you. Gentle twist to the left, draw the navel in. Inhale, nice and lifted at the heart space. Exhale, draw that navel in. Deepen your stretch, peer beyond your left shoulder. Inhale, lift back the hands up to the sky. Bring yourself back to center and switch. Bringing your palms to the right this time. Keeping your heart nice and lifted. Keeping the awareness of the spine. Avoid any crunching here. Gentle twist. We are mindful in our bodies. Yes, we're strengthening. Yes, we're practicing flexibility. But remember, it's not a contest. You were just observing how you feel. Working with the body, bringing mindfulness to your movements. Inhale here. Exhale out. Inhale, walk your palms back to center, and then we're going to move onto all fours. So, wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips here. Nice railroad tracks we got going on here. Options to have toes curled under or not. Doing a couple cat-cows to start. Inhale, drop the belly, look forward. Nice stretch in the heart space here. Exhale, draw the navel in, arc the back. Head drops. Inhale, heart lifts, look forward. Invite yourself for a little inward smile. Exhale, draw your navel in, arc that back, and drop the head. Now, do a couple at your own pace. While you're at it, make sure your fingertips are nice and spread apart, clawing into those fingertips to take pressure away from the wrist. Maybe if your tops of your feet are pressing onto the mat, really press those into the mat. Maybe try to bring meticulous focus to the pinky toe, making sure that's pressing down. Again, bringing awareness to the ground beneath us. Feel supported. Do one or two more at your own pace. Use your breath. One more cat and one more cow. Gorgeous. All right, friends. Now we're going to do a little abdominal work. So from here in neutral, draw the abs in and try to engage that core. As we start, we're going to kick that right foot back, curl those toes under. Maybe you can do a little pulse here. And when you're ready, go ahead and lift that leg up parallel to the mat. Remember, keeping your core engaged. Press firmly into the right palm and fingertips here and knuckles, and lift your left hand forward. Here's where it gets interesting. Option here, we can swim that left arm around and try to catch that back foot. Seeing if we can kick that back foot into our palm. If that seems like a little much for you this morning, that's fine. Just focus on reaching and lifting the thumb, lifting that back foot. Maybe just simply bending that back leg. And if you want to, you try to swim it around, peek over your left shoulder, and focus on opening your heart space as you kick that foot into the hand. Remember, engage that core. Draw the navel in. Breathe, breathe, breathe. For 3, 2, 1. Release the hand. Draw that right knee in towards the chest and plant that foot in between the palms for a low lunge. All right, just get comfortable here. Well, not comfortable, just get settled. Make sure that you're squeezing your knees into an imaginary line here. Your heart lifts. You're light on the fingertips. Option here, if you want to roll up a blanket or roll up a mat to place underneath your back knee, that is an option for you as well. If you want to grab a block or two, you can use that to bring the ground up to meet your fingers. Again, that's completely optional. Notice the stretch in your left hip flexors and the groin area. Heart lifts. Breathe. Maybe, and remember, option to have a blanket underneath your foot, you can kick up that back foot. Place your right palm in the middle here to the left of your left foot. Swim your left hand behind you and grab that back foot for a stretch. This is optional here, only if you feel comfortable with it. We're preparing for our dancer pose, so this gives you a good stretch to kick off. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Open the heart space. Shine your heart open. And nice and easy, release. Don't let it drop and plop. No dropping and plopping here if you can help it. And bring your right hand to the right of the foot again. From here, walk your hips back, go into a runner's lunge, stretching that hamstring in the front leg. Breathe here. Again, we're practicing some flexibility today to help you bring a bit more mobility into your day, help you have a little more breathing room when you're moving. All right, slowly, slowly, slowly roll through that front heel. Lift that back knee and bring your front foot back. Move those blocks to the side for now. And we're going to lower all the way down to our bellies. From here, we're moving into dolphin. It would be like you're doing a Sphinx pose, except you're moving your hands out in front of you and lifting your heart space, pressing firmly into your foundation here. Breathe here. Breathe into the foundation. Press firmly to the pelvis, top of the feet. Option here to lift one foot and another, like you're trying to reach the crown of your head to your toes. Within reason, don't force anything. We're just familiarizing our body with the sensations that we're going to be experiencing a little bit more later on today. And release it all. Press back up to all fours. And do yourself a little child's pose. So bring your heart to your knees here. Swim your fingers back. Take 2 or 3 breaths here. Kind of altering the sensations here, or opposing rather. Nice deep breath. Fill the space in the back body. Exhale, release. Inhale, press yourself back up to all fours. Other side. Alrighty, this time we're kicking our left foot back, kind of sawing back and forth if you choose to do so, and activating the abdominals. Inhale, lift the right hand this time, kick up that back foot, alternating for 2-legged table. Inhale, exhale, maybe kick that foot up, swim the right hand to the right and grab that foot if you choose to do so. Or you can just stay at 2-legged table. That is completely up to you for your own safety. You're pulling the foot away or kicking your foot into your hand, opening the heart space, breathing deep, abs activated. Inhale, exhale, place the right palm back down, squeeze that left knee into the chest and place it in between the palms. Beautiful. Nice low lunge here. Get in position. Maybe grab some blocks and a blanket for your back knee if you need, or roll up the back of your mat. Breathe, breathe, breathe into that right hip flexor this time, pressing into the back pinky toe. Incite a little inward smile. Gorgeous. All right, if you choose to do so, you can kick that back foot up. Place your left hand to the inside of that left foot. Swim your right hand around to catch that back foot and give it a pull. Opening your heart. Breathe deep. Think nice and tall with the crown. Don't collapse. Maybe you place that left palm onto a block here for support. And release. Nice and easy. No need to rush. And when you're ready, walk your hips back, runner's lunge. Nice stretch in the left hamstring this time. Keep a micro bend at that front knee. No need to force it. Just keep your toes nice and active. Breathe deep. On your next exhale, roll it nice and slowly forward. Kick that back knee up. Curl the back toes under to lift that back knee. Place your palms firmly on the mat and bring your foot back. Lower all the way down to your belly, back into dolphin pose, extending the arms out, lifting the heart space, pressing into your foundation. Chin slightly towards the chest, just slightly, and breathe. Maybe option to lift both feet up, pointing the toes towards the back of the head, crown shining up and back. Press firmly into your foundation, kind of like you're tugging the ground towards you, using your palms to lift the heart space. And exhale, release. Bring your hands back to underneath your shoulders, press up to all fours, and take a child's pose. We're about to boogie, so get ready for it. Swim your hands back, take 2 or 3 nice breaths here. Fill up the back body space. Maybe you sway your forehead from side to side, get a little forehead massage. Last breath, nice and long. Inhale in. Exhale it out. All right, back to all fours. Walk your hands up a step, curl the back toes under, and peel it up. Downward facing dog. First down dog of the practice. Let's go ahead and pedal it out. Bringing one heel down to the mat and another. Melting your heart space down towards your knees. Breathe here. All righty. Bring your right knee in towards the chest, look forward, and plant the foot in between the palms. High lunge here. Draw your navel in, activate those abs. Make sure your front knee is above the front ankle. And inhale, swoop the arms forward, up and back for high lunge. Pressing down into the back heel. Legs parallel, squeezing into imaginary line here for support. Abs active, pull the thumbs back, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. Now try to find a little buoyancy, a little bounciness here. Just a little bit. Just waking up the legs here. And then on your next lift in your buoyancy, lift up the back toe just a hair, just a step, and then lift all the way back up, and we meet in Tadasana. Lovely. Inhale, lift the hands way up high. Exhale, forward fold. Now take an opportunity to shake your head a little yes and a little no. Swing your arms side to side. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We're not moving into vinyasa just yet. We're going back into Tadasana. Roll it up nice and slowly to Tadasana. All right. Now find a drishti, a point of focus, to keep your vision. And from there, I want you to bring your feet really together. Draw the navel in, activate these abs, and bend your right knee, lifting your right heel up, and slide that foot up your leg to where you can catch your right knee. Option here to bring a chair in front of you for support if needed, or you can explore doing without it. Just catch the leg and explore guiding that leg outward to the right, using your right hand as a guide. Your right foot doesn't need to touch your left leg, it just needs to be lifted. We're just experimenting with working with our feet, balancing on one foot. You can extend your left hand out long, like so. Inhale in, exhale, slowly guide it down, hands to heart. Inhale, lift the hands back up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift your version. Exhale, fold, bring back one foot and another. All right, we're moving into a fun little pose here that I like to call Wild Thing. Lift to right plank, lifting the left hand up tall. You could just do this pose, just right plank. Or if you want to lower, you can lower down your right knee or down to your right elbow. If you want to go even further, take your left foot, step it back, and then open the heart like so for Wild Thing. You make my heart sing. And then we bring that back foot back forward, lower down, chaturanga to up dog. And then we'll meet once again in downward facing dog. Breathe here, take 2 or 3 deep breaths here. Claw into those fingertips, press into those knuckles. You're doing great. Now this time, bring your left knee into the chest, look forward, plant the left foot in between the palms, and squeeze those legs together. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, relax the shoulders, and draw the navel in. Activate those abs. Inhale, bring your hands forward, up and back for high lunge. Pulling at the back heel, front knee over front ankle, palms parallel. Maybe you guide your drishti, your point of focus, up. Breathe. Inhale here. Exhale, swim it down. Bring your hands to the mat. Bring your back foot up to meet the front, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. Hands on the shins, the thighs, or even the floor or on a block. As long as you can have a nice long spine here, we exhale, fold. Inhale, roll it all the way back up. On that inhale, lift that left foot this time. See if you can't use your inhale to carry you. Squeeze the knee into the chest and then open it to the left this time, using your right hand to open wide. Heart's lifted, abs engaged, breathe. Feeling alive today. Maybe you can take the opportunity to give your ankle a little rotation action here. And lower it down. Inhale, swoop the arms up. Baby back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift your version. And exhale, palms meet the floor. Bring back one foot and the other. Position yourself ready in your version of side plank. To the right this time. Left this time. Left hand. Lifting your right hand up high. Peek if you need to. Step that back foot back flat on the mat and open your heart wide. Wild Thing. Breathe deep. Press firmly into those left hands. You got this. We're focusing on opening our heart space, creating space. Inhale, exhale, bring it back to plank, lower to cobra or chaturanga to up dog. And we'll meet in child's pose. You could do standard child's pose or extended child's pose. Take 2 or 3 breaths here. Bringing yourself back to groundedness. Take a moment to reflect how you feel and where your body meets the mat. And create space with your breath. Breathing in all the good vibes, all the good energy today, and sharing it with the world. On your next inhale in, lift up to all fours, and we will meet once more in downward facing dog. Curl the toes under, lift the hips up high here. When you're ready, bring your right knee into the chest, look forward, and plant the foot in between the palms. And then step, just one step, that back foot. Now we're doing a bit of warrior 3 practice here. So lean into your front foot. So putting your weight all into your front foot and your fingers. Grab a block or two for support here. And just focus on playing with lifting that back toe off the mat. It does not have to leave the mat, but this is an opportunity to play here. Maybe it lifts up, maybe goes all the way parallel to the mat. Maybe focus on lifting your heart space here, peek if you need to. If you feel comfortable, you can bring your hands to your hips or airplane arms, like your palms are flat on an imaginary parallel wall to the floor. Keep a micro bend in that front knee, and we're in warrior 3. If you feel a little wiggle, that's fine. Keep your chair close if you need to, and you want to experiment with lifting your arms parallel to the ears. Breathe deep. We're making some big shapes today, you guys. Feel good for the fact that you are attempting this. You are strong, you are powerful, you are a warrior. Breathe deep. 3, 2, 1. Bring it all back, feet together, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift your version. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach the hands way up high. And exhale, hands to heart. Notice how you feel. Breathe in. Notice your heartbeat. And exhale. Very good. Inhale, lift your hands way up high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift your version. And exhale, plant your palms, bring back one foot and the other, and lower to your knees. Surprise, we are doing a camel pose. So walk your hands back, lift up to your knees. Maybe you have a blanket underneath your knees here, and maybe incorporate these blocks here for your next pose. If you don't have blocks at home, of course, use some books, or you can use 10 cans of food. It's up to you. So, camel pose, you're on your knees like so, legs parallel, and then you can do it one of 2 ways. You can inhale, lift your hands up, then swing it back to right below your bums and squeeze the elbows together, opening the heart space. Or you can just bring your hands behind you and reach them down close as they can to the feet. Again, squeezing the elbows together by cricket legs. Heart's lifted. Maybe your chin lifts slightly for opening the throat. If you want to even more, you can see if you can reach down to your heels. Inhale in. Exhale, lift back up, and go into child's pose for 2 breaths this time. To counter that pose that we just did, the camel pose. Breathe into the low back body. We're working on building flexibility in the hips and the low back. And on your next inhale, lift back to all fours and curl the toes under. We will meet once more in downward facing dog. You're doing great. We're doing a lot really quickly. We're building up that heart rate. Yoga in its own right is its own form of dance. got its own sequence, its own tempo. All right, left foot this time. Inhale, look forward. Bring the left foot up in between the palms and step that back foot up just a hair, putting all of your weight into that front heel. Front knee over front ankle. Utilize your blocks here if you need help. Peek if you need to, always. Now, straighten that back toe and see if you can experiment lifting that back toe up off the mat. If you want, you can go ahead and put your hands at your sides as you experiment here, lifting the heart space, elongating the body, drawing the navel in, keeping those abs engaged. Maybe you can experiment with airplane arms. It's okay to feel wobbly. That means your body is alive. Keep your hips nice and even. Extending your crown beyond the body. Just imagine your body as one long line from your right toes to your crown. Maybe you lift your arms beyond your ears here, parallel to the ears rather. Keep a buoyancy in the left knee. Do not lock the knee. Inhale in. Exhale, bring your feet together. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll it all the way up. Reach the hands up to the sky. Shake that left leg. Shake the right leg. Exhale, hands to heart. Notice how you feel now. Feel the greatness of your practice today, my friends. You're doing wonderfully. Inhale, reach the hands up high once more. Swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. Nice long neck. Exhale, fold forward. Bringing back one foot and another. And then lower all the way down to our bellies for cobra. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release the head. We're going to do 2 more cobras for heart opening. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, press up to all fours. Walk your hands back and doing 1 more camel pose. Walk your hands up your legs. Inhale, lift the hands up high. Exhale, swing your hands behind you, down below your bums, squeezing the elbows together, opening the heart space, opening the throat. Breathe in. Camel pose. Your hip flexors are shining forward. Maybe you press into your tops of your feet and you lean back just a little bit. And release. Moving into child's pose once more before we go into our peak pose, our dancer pose. Take a breath here, you deserve it. You can have your knees together or apart. Relax your head, forehead down. Take 3 smooth, deep breaths here. Take stock of your practice so far, stock of how you feel, stock of the temperature in the room, the quality of the air around you. Maybe give your forehead a little massage here. And notice where your body meets the mat in the present moment. And when you're ready, look back to all fours. Alrighty, so we're going to go into down dog and then move up into our Tadasana like we would a normal set of sun salutations. But from standing, we're going to go straight into dancer pose, and I will cue you through. Just make sure as we go forward, you have a chair or something to hold your balance, or even go next to a wall if you're unfamiliar with this pose. All right. If you're ready, curl your toes under and peel up, downward facing dog, and take your time as you slowly step or hop yourself to the front of the mat. I'm doing a little crisscross, a little ragdoll here. And bringing my feet together, really together here. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rolling nice and slowly all the way up. Waxing my shoulder blades down. Taking stock to make sure my head is directly over my heart over pelvis, palms facing forward. Making sure your abs are engaged, your heart's lifted, shoulder blades down. Now, when we breathe, imagine a lifting current of energy in the front body and a grounding current of energy in the back body. Use that for you in the remainder of this class today. All right, here's where you want to grab a chair if you're not used to the balance. But the way we start dancer's pose, we're going to start with our left foot to start. Just kicking up one foot and grabbing with your left hand, like we did earlier in our warm-ups today. Have a little buoyancy in the right knee, and this may be it. This might be your dancer's pose, and that's okay. But keep your knee down, keep your foot and hand in opposition to each other. You can have the option to keep your heart lifted by placing your thumb on your sternum. Again, peek if you need to, but experiment with leaning forward. Think of the warrior 3 that we did earlier. Slowly, slowly, rising the back foot up, keeping the heart lifted. And at one point you want to place your hand onto a chair or wall, you may. But if anything, try to practice with placing your hand on your sternum to start. Continuing to kick that back foot up. Breathe, draw the abs in. Keep mindfulness, keep your hips in alignment here. Buoyancy in the knee, pressing into all 4 corners of the feet. And when you're ready, extend your palm, look into beyond your palm's gaze. Lifting that back foot, pressing into the hand here with your foot. Kick, kick, kick. Inhale. And lower it down nice and slowly. And shake out that right foot. You deserve it. Gorgeous. That's dancer's pose if I've seen it. We're gonna inhale, lift our hands up high. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift your version. And we fold, placing our feet back and our palms down. Lower to cobra or chaturanga to up dog. And then we'll meet in downward facing dog, and we are going to move into our right side dancer this time. Step or hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, feet really together. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your hands way up high. And exhale, fold. Right side dancer this time. Keep your eye on the prize. Get your props if needed. Grab hold of the chair if you need to. Kick that right foot up and grab with your right hand. Now this may be your pose. You might not even grab your foot. You might just get a strap and pull it up to you, or a belt if that's available to you. Or maybe you just focus on keeping that back foot up. If anything, you can just focus on keeping that up and kicking the foot into the air and lifting it up. But focus your knee down. Remember when we were focusing our elbows down with our ups and overs, or our ear touches, or ear rolls, neck rolls. Focus your knee reaching down to the mat, kicking your foot into your palm. Left thumb to sternum now, heart lifts, abs engaged. Buoyancy in the left knee, and focus on all 4 corners of the feet, pressing firmly into the mat. Slowly leaning forward, heart remains lifted. Find your drishti, your point of focus to keep your eye on. Continuing to lift the back foot. Slowly but surely, keep your hips in alignment. Make sure your knee isn't splaying out. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Keep your foot lifting, your heart moving forward and lifted. And when you're ready, maybe extend that hand forward, reaching out. Breathe deep, you got this. Focus on the opposition of the back hand and foot. And you might feel wobbly, that's okay. Your body is alive. 3, 2, 1, and lower. Woo. Nice and slowly. Shake that left foot out, you deserve it. Shake the hands out, you deserve it. Whoa, shake everything. Because everything was shaking for you a minute ago. Whew. You feeling alive today? Good, that's how I'm feeling. So, from here, I'm going to nice and slowly take a couple magical steps back to the long edge of the mat, like so. Take your feet a little more than halfway across the mat, a little further than hip width apart, and have a nice, generous, fluid knee bend here. Just moving in nice, fluid motions here. We're going to be knocking on heaven's door. Allow your arms to hang loose. Feel loose today, just feeling nice and easy. Maybe feel a little slap here, a little slap there. Heart's lifted. Just breathe, go with the flow. Kind of recalibrating, recirculating, everything. Let's get a little slaps. Take your time. Maybe you get a little speed boost here, a little momentum. Use your gaze to guide you where your head goes, the torso goes with you. Again, keep your knees nice and bent. It gets a little wild. Maybe you go a little faster. What? Is this yoga? Yes, it is. Maybe a little bit further. 5. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it all. Feeling really loose and relaxed now. Keeping our feet nice and wide here. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Grab a block if you haven't already. Place your hand on the block here or on the floor. Keep your knees nice and bent generously. Breathe deep. Take an opportunity to walk your hands to the left side. Inhale. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, walk your hands to the right this time. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, halfway lift, wide-legged half lift. Exhale, fold. And then bring your hands to your hips. Bend the knees. Inhale, lift all the way up to standing. Heel toe your feet together. And we're going to move back into seated to cool ourselves down, down, down. After all that beautiful movement there. So, staff pose to start. Hands at your sides. Bring your toes to reach towards you, and then away. Towards you, away. Towards you, away. Inhale, toes towards you. Lift the hands up to the sky. Exhale, forwards fold. Reach towards your toes. If your hands don't quite make it, that's fine. They just meet the mat, that's cool, or they're just relaxing on your thighs. Get the most out of your practice and breathe deep here into the low back body. Now, this is the opportunity to kind of unpack the experience that we had today, to reflect a little bit. What you just witnessed is your heart rate was increasing with all that muscle work. You build flexibility in your legs, your arms, your heart space, and shoulders. And you increase better circulation by bringing your feet above your heart space in those poses. So it kind of switched the way the blood flows. You created space by focusing in on your breath, making things easier for you to move around in day-to-day activities. And by working your muscles, it makes just general activity more accessible, I guess. That would be the best word for it. And utilizing the breath is just good to calm the nerves, to relax that nervous system of yours, kind of reset the mind. Use your hands to walk yourself back up. Staff twist, cross one leg, your right leg over your left thigh. Wrap your left arm around that leg and twist to the right. Breathe into your right glute here. Your glutes should really enjoy this after your work today. Thank you, it says. And you also have been building stable joints today by working these things into your practice, which not just is good for mobility, but it brings longevity into your body and its lifestyle. If you want a little extra, you can bring that left elbow to the outside of the right knee and deepen your twist. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, draw the navel in, gaze to beyond your right shoulder. And unravel. Switch legs here, unravel the right foot, and bring your left foot and leg over the right knee. Wrap your right hand around that left knee and bring your twist to the left. Find length in the spine and the crown. And exhale, gaze beyond your left shoulder. Again, creating space in the abdomen here. This is really good if you sit at a desk and are not used to a lot of these bigger movements. Oh, and if you sweat, heck, that's good for the skin. See, you get so many benefits out of practicing some yoga, even if it's just once a week. It can carry you a long way. If you want, hook that left elbow to the left side of your knee. Open the heart, gaze beyond your left shoulder, breathe. And unravel, nice and slow here. You thought you were done with the ab work. Well, you're wrong. We're going to bring our hands to right behind our hips, lifting one foot up parallel, shin parallel to the floor, and the other boat pose. Keep your heart lifted. Breathe here. Several options here. You can just focus on tapping one foot down and the other. Just alternating, taking your time. If you want a little more, you can do that with your arms also parallel to the floor. Remember, keeping your heart lifted. Inhale. An option would be to straighten the legs and open the arms wide. Then exhale, bring it in. Inhale, open. And exhale, bring it in. So options for everyone, using your breath here to open wide, to find expansion, and exhale to bring it in together. Two more. Inhale, open wide. Exhale, bring it in. And inhale, open wide. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, and exhale. Just hug it all in. Give yourself a hug here. Beautiful. Now, this is optional here, but if you want another heart opener pose, we can go into reverse table. Clawing your fingertips, your hands behind you. You can bring, think bridge pose when doing this. Drawing your tailbone to reach the knees, lifting your hips up off the floor. We open the heart space here and the shoulders, pressing firmly into our foundation. Lift, lift, lift. Maybe relax the head back just slightly. Breathe. 3 breaths. Now, if this isn't for you, you can go into bridge pose, which is the same where your torso stays on the mat. 2, 1, and lower all the way down. Hips where your hands are. And now we're going to windshield wiper our knees. Just bring your knees like so and sway from side to side. Take your time here. Feel a nice massage in the bone. It's feel good time. You worked hard today. This is your reward outside of the benefits that you will already be receiving today. Not to mention that rising heart rate earlier that we made from those more intense postures. It helps you give a lower overall resting RPM. Beautiful. All right, let's make our way to our backs now. Grab hold of your thighs and roll back. Give yourself another hug here. Make some knee circles one way and another. Welcome to heaven. You have the option to enjoy supine butterfly if you wish, just having your feet pressed against one another, knees fall apart. And just relax in this position. Enjoy the sensation. If that's not what you need today, you can cross your legs into a supine figure 4 or supine pigeon, reaching through, giving your thigh a pull, giving your glutes a beautiful stretch here, keeping your feet nice and active to protect the knees. And making sure to give each side some love, even things out. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Maybe from here, you choose to do some happy baby. Grabbing hold of each big toe with your peace fingers, kicking up one foot and the other at your own pace. Giving you all these options here so you can make the most of your practice, and everyone's in a different place. And if this is not accessible to you, maybe you can grab a strap or a belt to bring your foot close to you. Be nice and gentle and mindful with your movements. No need to hurt anything or pressure anything. Now, time for yoga freestyle. You could do whatever works for you. You could do another boat pose. You can chill out in child's pose. You can stay in supine, dragonfly. You can do a plow pose. Kind of switch your role. You can lift your legs up to the wall and have blood flow opposite of what's usual. So many options, my friends. Continue in happy baby or bringing your knees in towards the chest and doing some twists here. Maybe you could do supine twist, extending your arms and twisting one way and another. Breathing into the heart space, keeping both shoulders nice and glued down. Get your wiggles out, do what you gotta do. Rotate your wrists and your ankles. And when you are ready, we're going to find ease, complete ease here as we extend one leg out, the other to let your feet spill off the mat, allowing your arms to find rest and your palms to face the sky, allowing your head to find ease here wherever it may be, taking time to just be for a few moments as we conclude our practice today. Option to close your eyes or soften your gaze. Option to take stock of today's practice and how your body feels. Option to just notice the areas beneath you that meet your body. Allow yourself to feel supported for the moments to come. Allow your breath to carry you from moment to moment. Allowing yourself just to notice how you feel without judgment. Take this time for you, and I'll conclude in a few. Alrighty, my friends. Bring your awareness back into the space. Allow a little stir at the fingers and toes. Bringing your mind back into the awakened world. Swaying your head one side and another. Allowing your knees to bend and fall to one side. So you begin to make your way into a seated position, taking your time. And use your palms to lift you back to your seated pose. We conclude each practice with gratitude, bringing our palms to our heart center, and thanking ourselves for showing up, thanking the world around us for being and for bringing us to be, and for thanking the practice of yoga for being here for us. My name is George. It's an honor to share this with you, and I can conclude this class by bowing to you all and to this practice and say the sacred yoga term, Namaste, which means the light in me sees and honors the light in you. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this dance that we had today. We have more awesome practices coming to you every single Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, this is in partnership with Wilkes Recovery Revolution and Hive Fitness Studios in Moravian Falls. Be sure to check out their Facebook pages as well as Yoga with George Ethan. It's an honor to share this with you. Thank you all and have a wonderful day.